Where do I even start on this? Bournemouth won, Newcastle won. I would say for Bournemouth, better result. Definitely not for us. That, I'll be honest, that has got to be one of the worst, if not the worst, display I have seen by our team for a long time. And we're going back to, I think, probably Steve Bruce's period. Honestly, I'm trying my hardest to find positives in this game, apart from we didn't get beat, which in some ways we could have. Obviously, that's a positive. Newcastle didn't get beat. It's, with all due respect to Bournemouth, we shouldn't get beat off Bournemouth. We shouldn't. We should go down there. I was expecting something like 3-0 or something like that, to Newcastle. And to go a goal down, it's like, couldn't believe it. But another positive, and probably, I would say, the only other positive was Gordon coming on. I was actually hoping that he would start the game instead of Willock. And from what I've seen, in my opinion, he changed the game for Newcastle. We seemed to pass the ball around better. There was more movement. There was more runs on their defence. It's like we were trying. There was tackles going in and all sorts. There was a few bookings. Botman was lucky not to get a second yellow and be sent off. Couple of dubious decisions by the ref, and like just coming together and things and giving the free kick. But, he's on the pitch. He doesn't have the hindsight of replay like we do in them situations. But Anthony Gordon, he made the difference. He was all over the place. He was going in for everything. In fact, there was once, this shows how much he's thinking about what he's doing. There was once he charging in, sliding in, and at the last second pulled his legs back because he knew that he would have took the bloke out. He would have took the Bournemouth player out. And that shows even mid-action, he's thinking about what he's doing, which is really good. That was great to see that. Players getting frustrated. Dan Burn booting the ball down the side of the pitch when it went out. Joe Linton getting frustrated. I think all the players were getting frustrated. We were lucky not to go 2-1 down when they got through, and Trippier saved it on the line. Lucky enough, he had the foresight to get straight onto the line, and I'm so glad he was there. He kicked it out, and obviously, like they were saying in the commentary, the ref his watch didn't buzz or beep or whatever it does, so he didn't blow for a goal. And it was clear to see on the replay that it didn't go over the line, so again on the replay. But I'm so glad Trips was on the line to stop that. Because apart from our one goal by Miggy, I don't think we look like scoring. It's to me, the team looked like they played a match 2 days ago. They looked absolutely shattered. Joe Linton looked so lethargic. It was unreal. Isaac. I don't know if this is the first full game I've seen him play, but he gets shoved off the ball so easy. Yeah, he's got the movement. He can go through players and turn players, things like that. But
My God, he can be shoved off the ball so easy. Picked up a couple of injuries. Joe Willock, he took a knock in the first half, came back out in the second half and did he come back in the second half? Didn't continue. Took a knock to the leg. Hopefully it's just a dead leg and it'll clear up for next week. Miggy went in for a challenge, landed on his arm and tried to carry on, but it lasted a couple more minutes and went off, and from what I could see, straight down the tunnel. So don't know if he's damaged his wrist or his arm, his forearm. Maxi going up for a header, came down, obviously done something to his knee. Don't know if he's jarred it. It didn't look like he twisted it. He looked like he just came down normally, but he was like holding his leg. So he ended up getting substituted. Running short of players. You know, we've got Liverpool next week, and I really want to turn Liverpool over after the last time we met them. After the last fiasco that we had. Really want to turn them over. Then we've got the cup final. And I'll be brutally honest, the way we played today, and for what I saw of last week's match, because I was out for a meal, what I saw of it on the highlights, I could see Manchester United turning us over. I'll be perfectly honest. Obviously, I don't want them to. I really want Newcastle to win, especially against Manchester United. But we're not playing good enough. I don't know what it is, honestly. I've actually got a friend, avid Newcastle supporter, loves Eddie Howe to bits, and he's saying that he's not cut out for this kind of pressure, to be up the top end of the Premier League where the pressure is, and cup finals and things like that, and possible Champions League. Don't know whether he's right or not. I really couldn't decide. I didn't answer him. I said I would have to think about that, because I really like Eddie Howe. He's the best manager we've had for so long. I would say even so, going back to Bobby Robson, probably so better than Rafa. I would hazard, you know. Let us know your thoughts down below on that one. See what you think. Obviously, I want Eddie to stay. I want him to do well. I want him to prove the doomsayers wrong, I suppose you could say, you know, prove that he can do it. We've also got Bruno. This was his second game for suspension. He's got one more, Liverpool. God, we miss him. We really do miss his creativity in the middle and his battling. But we shouldn't have to rely on just one man. You know, Bruno could get injured any time and be out for months. You know, so we need more strength right round the pitch. More people can fall back on if somebody gets injured, booked, substitute or whatever. You know, it's can't just rely on Bruno to pull us out of the clots, I suppose you could say. But there is one other positive I see, sort of positive. Didn't really work out too well this time, but yeah, it was in my last video that I posted, I think it was yesterday. I said we're too predictable. We'll go down the right all the time. So that Trippier, Almiron, crossover. And people know we do that and they cancel it out. We're too predictable now. The occasional run down the left, but that's it. Today, seemed to be going left, right, down the middle, everything. It was nice to see that, even though we didn't produce anything from it. Obviously, Miggy's goal, but apart from that, it was nice to see we're trying new things. It's just a shame the team were playing like they had no energy, they had no get up and go, they had no sort of like enthusiasm
they had the frustration. A few of them showing frustration, but it was like I said, it's as if they played a game 2 days ago and they were absolutely shattered. That's what it would look like to me, apart from Anthony Gordon. So 2 drop points. Could have went third. Maybe it's until tomorrow. We'll roll on Leeds beating Manchester United, hopefully. What's your thoughts on this? How did you view the game? Let's say I can hardly find any positives to say about this. I really can't. And obviously not knowing Eddie Howe, I was saying to my wife, she was watching the match and saying to my friend on a voice message, Eddie Howe always comes across calm on the line, comes across calm in press meetings. What's he like in the changing rooms with the players? What's Jason Tyndall like as well, and all them? Do they absolutely go mental with the players and shouting and things like that? And which today, at half time, I think they would have needed. I wanted to see Eddie Howe jumping up and down, screaming blue murder from the touchline today, because they needed something, and it wasn't there. It wasn't there. But anyway, enough of me moaning on about this. We've got a week off. Well, we had a week off before this, but look what happened. We've got a week off to Liverpool to try and sort out what the heck went wrong. See what the injuries are. See how bad that is. If they're bad, who do we bring in? Got Elliot Anderson, but he hasn't been playing full games. I don't know what happened with him. I do like Elliot Anderson. I've got to admit, he's exciting, and you can tell he wants to win. But we're short of options, so definitely bring Gordon on from the beginning, though. We'll have to, in my opinion. He's Premier League proven, so yeah, we need to bring him on. Anyway, leave your comments below about all that. Let us know what you think, and yeah, let's fingers crossed for next week. So anyway, take care, guys, and speak to you all soon.